what has been good. Who is Lady Missaria?
The girl that we saw at the end.
My brother wishes to provoke me. So I have to give him what he wants.
He's not trying, he is provoking you.
What would you have me do? Perhaps I could put his head on a spike. Daemon has seized the Dragonstone, has surrounded himself with an army of gold cloaks, and has now stolen a dangerous weapon.
The story of Rome with Daemon like us.
What egg did he take? Dreamfire egg. The one that you chose for Balon, Prince Balon, is the one who died.
Why do you destroy yourself? Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish.
I've assembled 20 of your best household guards, my lord. Sahara will also join us.
We know the place. We know the place. I'm waiting for dragons. You have quite a look. We can say that.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your horde, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mother's farce.
It's a christening, wasn't it?
Not
Christening
exactly.
call, my prince. Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Ego.
Very good.
Guys,
This is a truly
Ego.
pathetic.
To be keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those traditions are for the true-born children of royalty, not for bastards fathered on a common horse.
Oh!
Our love does not know titles and traditions.
You don't
And what
love
of
her.
you, men of the City Watch? To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Really?
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Everyone, take a breath. And look at the sky like dragons. Is it? Valga? Rhaenyra, it's you, no? You're taking your place as a true heir.
Preventing bloodshed.
You're occupying my castle. You made the king mad. How? I'm celebrating my wedding. You already have a wife that I didn't choose. So you stole this egg. Oh, he did it for his child. You're gonna be dad one day. Oh, one day? So it means that she's not pregnant.
You wish to be restored as heir. You need to kill me. So do it.
You know he can't. Good job. She proved who she is and she made an action, you know. She controlled the moment. Not you! And you know, she didn't do all of that just because she has a dragon. It's also because of her attitude, what she wanted to do, what she decided to do, the fact that she's brave and all. She's a true Targaryen.
Perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth.
Ah!
Dragonstone is quite secure.
Oh, the picture, the light.
Reclaim his ancestral seat.
You're safe with me, I swear it.
You are Targaryen. You can afford to play your stupid games with the king, but I cannot.
The sea snake has made a calculated reach. Fair play for a man of his position. You should wed Lane of the Rhaenyra race. Save Lord Corlys and fix him at your side, permanently as an ally.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Yes! She didn't say, but she acted like your true heir. I hope that you're gonna understand that.
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word. And you acted without the crown's leave. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
You are worried about their safety? I prefer that reason for you to be mad right now than just, you know, the fact that she disobeys.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
I sometimes forget how alike you both were.
Your mom.
Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal.
It pleases me to hear you say this.
But
To know that I'm not alone in my grief.
But I know she understands what is now expected of me.
The king must take a new wife.
No more than I intend to replace you as heir. But you are my only heir. And our line is vulnerable. And by marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Everyone?
Dare to challenge us.
really, everyone.
You are the king. And so your first duty is to the realm. Mother would have understood this. Just as I do.
You're sincere. You're sad, but you're sincere.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Which one? Oh,
The Lady Alicent Hightower.
oh, yeah. More
Before
than
spring.
one disappointed person around this table right now.
This is an absurdity. And I am your king.
It's not good for the alliances, but it can make people hope, you know, to have another heir. Oh, you're gonna feel betrayed by your dad, by your best friend.
But unlike the Targaryens, we were not dragon lords.
Oh, you're gonna visit Daemon. You know, he admired what Daemon did
I knew what I wanted,
during episode 1,
so I went out and seized it.
where he feels betrayed.
I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Logical.
I had a king for a brother. We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world. We've been passed over.
And you have that also in common.
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, Lord Corlys? Or was there some other reason?
You're not gonna offer your daughter to Daemon?
I've been petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory, but he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trait, being king.
Leading men to combat.
Crabfeeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Six. Failures have allowed him to accumulate strength. If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. Waiting in the stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. Our worth is not given. It must be made.
You want to prove your strength, his strength. Already? The time jump of 6 months was a good idea, you know, because it's letting time for Alicent to continue her little work on the king. So at the end of this episode it feels more logical for the king to take that decision, because it has been 6 months that every night he has Alicent, talk, I'm right there, I'm listening to you, you're so great, your grace, and all of that. I'm not saying that she's dishonest when she's saying that, but for sure, she's pushed to be there by her father, by her dad, and I'm not so sure that it was what she wanted to do, where she wanted to be, and all of that. I hate that idea, you know, and that, you know, the thing that she's doing, it's a question of stress, clearly. You know, the fact that you're taking off your skin like that, it's saying also stuff, the symbolic thing behind that, and yeah. Okay, just to say that this time jump of 6 months was a good idea. Also because it gives time for everyone to really mourn the Queen's death and now to take also new decision about what we're gonna do. The king needs to remarry, and also for Rhaenyra to realize that okay, officially she's the new heir of the throne, but no one is listening to her, no one would ever listen to her, she's not considered. I'm sorry, but the cousin, you know, she was right, you know, the queen who never was, she was right. They're never gonna listen to you. And you know, the fact that right there they were against each other, but at the same time they were saying true stuff to each other, and they both knew that it was the truth, but at the same time they were fighting for their own cause. It made that moment a little awful, you know, like for both of these women. During this moment, it was a question of showing your strength, you know, but at the same time knowing that you have any for people outside of this conversation. Do you understand what I mean? Like, right there, during this moment, it was clearly like, you know, women trying to show that they are brave and they are more clever, you know, that they are better, and yes, I'm right, and yes, I'm gonna do that and that. But at the same time, they both know that no one is gonna let them do what they want, no one is listening to them, not really. It's awful. Okay, all of that to say that the time jump was a good idea. For what happened during this episode, really, for sure the king, he had to remarry, for sure Rhaenyra, she can understand that. At several occasions we saw that she was just sad, you know, to know it, to know that it's like that and nothing that she can do, nothing that she can say is gonna change it. Like, for sure it's making her sad and mad also. And at other occasions I had the impression that the writers were showing again that she's young. Okay, they consider her as a girl and that's why they're not listening to her, but also the fact that she's young, the fact that she needs, you know, that thing because she's too little to see the knights, but also the fact that she's crying like that because her mother died, you know, it was a reminder that she's just a kid, you know, who just lost her mom. At several occasions, you know, the writers were reminding to the viewers that information. Like, okay, it's really bad how they're treating her, but at the same time, she's also really young, and you know, the fact that she acted impulsively like that, I truly appreciated it, loved it even, we can say it. But for them, they're gonna see it as an impulsive kid, child, who did her stuff on her own. Like, they're not gonna be like, okay, you were so brave to do that, you were right. They're not gonna applaud, you know, after what she did, even if truly she saved the moment. They're not gonna consider it like that because of all of that around her. In fact, you know, during all of this episode, it was the king fighting to marry or not marry someone, and after that, who would he marry? He had that option with Lady Lhaena, that little girl, you know, the 12 years old. How can you consider that? I know that we're talking about a universe where it's possible. We all remember at what age Daenerys she was married. So, okay, I have to consider that, and that's why, you know, if at some point right now they're marrying Rhaenyra with someone, it's not gonna surprise me. But right there... And that's not surprising me, you know, for Alicent, for example, because into that universe, she's at the same age, you know, that Rhaenyra, but for this universe, it's normal. But Lady Helena, like, clearly she's so young, she's so little, she has still a kid voice, you know, like that was awful to imagine it. But at the same time, the little girl, she just wanted to make her dad and her family proud, and she was ready, you know, to do her duty, like. But for sure, he preferred Lady Alicent. Again, 6 months that each night, tac tac tac, it's Lady Alicent. Oh, that's beautiful what you're doing, my king. Oh, truly, you're the best king in the world. I hope that nothing happened already. But at the same time, you know, when her dad asked her, you know, this night, are you gonna go visit the king? It was not the first time, you know, that he asked her that she wants to see the king during the night. It would be a little naive to imagine that they just talked, you know, during this night. For sure, Rhaenyra, she's gonna feel betrayed. During the first episode and also this one, they insisted, the writers, on the fact that they are really close, that during the first episode, you know, Rhaenyra, she just wanted to be a knight, you know, I don't know how to say it, to ride her dragon and to take Alicent with her, to live adventures with her, like, truly she imagined her future at some point only with her best friend, going on adventures and stuff, like kids. And right there, during this episode, Alicent, she was there for Rhaenyra, she was supporting her and telling her to go to see her father, to talk with him. She was also encouraging her to pray for her mother, like, she was truly a good friend during that moment. So for Rhaenyra to suddenly know that her dad is gonna marry her best friend, for sure she's gonna feel betrayed by both, and she's gonna know also that during all of this time, these two, they were close to each other. And all of that happened behind her back during all of the time that she tried to fight to prove herself, to have her place as the true heir. So during all of this episode, the king is fighting, remarry or not, with who? During all of this episode, Rhaenyra, she's fighting to prove that she can be a good heir, even if she knows that they're never gonna accept her as a queen. Like, they can accept her maybe as a potential heir, but as truly the future queen, nope. That moment, you know, with the dragon was really cool. She showed some strength, she saved the moment. When she talked with her uncle, we all felt the tension between them, I think so. And you know, when in 2 years later he announced that he would remarry, that he was a true heir, and that his new wife is pregnant, right there, during that moment talking with her, he confirmed that he thinks as himself like the true heir, that he wants that egg for his future kid, and that he would remarry, but he's not confirming the fact that, okay, he's gonna have a kid. And we learned after that that, yes, she's not pregnant and she doesn't want to have kids also. But, you know, the fact that he's confessing it to Rhaenyra, okay, I'm gonna remarry, but I'm not gonna have a kid, not really, not for now. It means something, you know, and also the fact that she's saying to him, okay, I'm officially the new heir, you want to be the real heir, so you have to kill me now if you dare. And the fact that he's not doing it, like, I never thought at any moment that he would do it, not only because I know normally what is gonna happen right there, but also because the writers during these 2 episodes, they made really clear the relationship between these two. You know, the fact that he helped her when they buried her mother, and at other occasions, you know, the necklace, all of that. We know that they are close, we know that they understand each other, they are talking each other, they were talking to each other behind her father's back. No, he wouldn't have done it, clearly. And I think that she knew it also. It was not a real challenge, you know, during this moment to say that to him. But it was a real one to take our dragon, talk like that to everyone, to act like the true heir, like the real princess, like shut the fuck up everyone, I'm gonna save the day. You know? She did it well. I was proud during that moment. It was close to one of these Game of Thrones moments that I was talking about, you know, that I'm waiting to be fully into it. You can see that I'm beginning to be involved with the characters, like during this episode. I felt, you know, proud of Rhaenyra, and at another moment I was sad with her, so I'm beginning to involve my feelings with the characters. Little by little, I'm gonna be more and more involved into it. That's gonna be cool. Daemon, we didn't see him a lot during this episode, if not that moment with Rhaenyra, and after that the moment with his future wife, who doesn't want any kid. That's gonna be an issue, no, for what he wants to do, truly. And the fact that they insisted so much on, I'm with you because I want to be safe, you know, I don't want to be afraid anymore. You're with me, so you don't have to be afraid, you're gonna be safe. Like, you insisted so much on that, writers. For sure, I'm gonna think that she's gonna die during this season now. You can't make promises like that into a show like that. And see, I was right, I talked about it during the intro. All of that discussion, you know, about the pirates and all during the first concert of the first episode, I had the impression that we would talk about it again, that it would be more and more important, and already during this episode 2 it's taking more importance. Because of the fact that there are a lot, they are attacking a lot of things, a lot of important things, and because of that it's making some people mad, you know, for sure. You're gonna want, you know, to fight it, and you're gonna be disappointed if the king is deciding to not do anything about it, and for sure after that, at the end, you're gonna find Daemon because you felt betrayed also by the fact that your daughter was not chosen to be the new queen, and you want to make that action against the pirates. Like, truly, that thing is gonna be important. Maybe that battle, you know, I said it during the intro, I'm imagining a big moment at the end of the episode 3 or during the episode 4, you know, middle of the season, something which is gonna change stuff and all. It could be that, it could be the battle against these pirates, you know, Daemon, you know, having honors because he did that, being recognized as a real leader, a real fighter, stuff like that. Maybe. I thought that he was gonna promise his daughter to Daemon, like, please no. But at the same time, I would be him, I would do that, you know? Like, it's the same for him. If he believes into Daemon, who can be the true heir, the next king, to marry his daughter with the next king, it's what he wanted to do with the actual king, so it's the same for him. And to make sure that he's gonna have an alliance with the king, to have a good place, maybe to be the aunt of the next king, all of that. Maybe at some point it's gonna come. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. Tell me, what did you think about this episode? I hope that during the editing I'm gonna find English subtitles for you guys, because I don't think that I'm gonna keep the subtitles that I had myself during that moment, you know, me watching this episode, because they were not that good, in fact. So I don't want you guys to have these subtitles. So I really hope that during the editing I'm gonna find better subtitles. I did my best, you know, like truly to find Italian subtitles, to translate them in English, to watch this episode with these subtitles, and to realize at the end that they are not that good, and to still search for them and all. Like, I'm gonna do my best. Wish me luck for that, and if I don't find subtitles, I'm sorry. I hope that it's not gonna be like that each week. We'll see. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.